The following is a presentation of the Retro Network.
Welcome back to the Thrift Store Horde on YouTube. Thanks for being a subscriber. Jason here, Kevin is here, and Adam. I don't know, still don't know where to point.
Somewhere around here.
Like Brady Bunch.
Thank you guys for being here. Another fun show for you. Some of our recent thrift store finds, and we're also going to touch on another portion of our collection as we get going. But this is our September show. I guess we might be able to do two for you this month. We're hoping to all be together at RetroCon at the end of the month, and I don't know, maybe we'll try to film something there, or we'll wait until we get back and have all of our stuff in hand. But I fully expect to be toting around backpacks and all kinds of stuff when we get there, because there's just so much stuff I go through and seem to pick up along the way. But I thought I'd just start out real quick. Little update. How about that? I got my Waldo Puzzles framed.
Oh, nice.
So as I'm showing you that one and the other one here, so I work for a print company, and the puzzles were a little too tall for the frame because it's 11 by 17. So we have one of those big guillotine cutters at the office, so I was able to chop it down a little bit to make it fit inside the frame. So somewhere in my abode, we'll have these, and when people walk in, they can try to find Waldo.
Those are definitely bathroom wall puzzles. Put them in the bathroom.
Yeah. I did save on the boxes. They have like extra things you can find, so I did save those to keep on the back in case you want to find something else along the way. But I've got a couple art pieces, actually, some music and books. What do you guys got this time around, Adam?
I have a supply of books and a little bit of music to show off to you this time, and then I have a little surprise holiday items I picked up.
Ooh, okay. What do you got for us, Kevin, this time?
I got my collection here. I got some books, and I have something ridiculous inspired by another great podcast known as Wizards.
Oh, can't wait.
Playing up to the other hosts here. Okay. Well, who wants to go first?
Marketing.
Yeah. Who wants to go first? I'll go first. I want to go first.
Okay, Jason wants to go first. It was just a courtesy ask.
Yeah.
That was a courtesy yes. As far as art goes, so going through, I think, one of the antique malls, I found this wonderful Charles Barkley poster from 1991. It's from actually Hoops. It still has the little flyer in here where you can order like other teams. You can order an album with 10 sleeves. You can get a free pen for your autographs. And it's got statistics on the back, which I think this photo is actually from that NBA Hoops set that year. So you give you little stats on the back. What was also excellent about this, it's got a KB Toys sticker on it.
Nice.
There we go. 4 for $1. So I remember collecting some sports posters. Sports Illustrated, I think, did some posters about this size back then. I thought that was great. This was $2.99, $3. I saw this. I'm not a huge Disney person, but this is a lithograph that comes in its own little sleeve from Toy Story. And why I essentially picked it up, it's got the Disney Store stamp on it.
Neat.
So very fun lithograph, commemorative 1996 from the Disney Store. So I don't know where I'm gonna put that, but I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. How much you said? 3?
Yeah. And I looked on eBay. They go for maybe around 10.
a giveaway or like a promotion? Like, is it something you could just buy, or did you have to do something to get one of those?
I think you just bought them from the Disney store back in the day. They probably had several of those. I don't know. Maybe they did one a year or whatever, but
I mean, that was at least 30 brand new for sure.
Could have been. I see they go for about 10 on eBay. So my $3 was tripled.
I'm saying like when people ran in for it.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure you got a hell of a deal.
Yeah. Right. All right, Kevin, why don't you go ahead next?
All right. So I got 2 book things, but I'll do, I don't know about you guys, but it helps me to see that sometimes it's not all hits for us. Sometimes there's misses as well. And sometimes you don't know the misses until you get home. So I found this amazing old Hobbit printing. And then I saw Return of the King one as well. And I was like, I have them, but just I don't have these versions. They look so pretty. They're dirt cheap. I'm going to go ahead and get them. And not until I got home, the Hobbit one's fine. You know, I mean, it's a little banged up, but it's fine. However, something ate this. So I got to toss it. Like, I can't. That's enough damage. It's a good 50 pages into it. That's enough damage. I'm not going to keep this one at all. So I feel like this was just money wasted completely. I'm a little disappointed. It's still very pretty, but I can't keep something that got eaten. For all I know, there's like silverfish holes inside of this too, or something like that. So it's not, I mean, despite buying books for many years, despite thrifting for many years, we all still make mistakes. I do have this one though, still. So far, this looks good.
Just like those Santa cards that I got. I think it was the first episode I showed you guys that I thought they were brand new packs and they were opened in that little baggie. And you make mistakes sometimes. All right, Adam, I guess you're up next.
Yeah, so I got a couple books here that these are just real fun. So I went on a little thrifting spree this morning because my older kids are in school now, so I just have the baby with me. First thing we picked up, this is a Sleeping Beauty storybook from 1959.
Nice.
Okay, so I just, for pure age, I mean, obviously it's got some damage. It's seen better days, but it's just a beautiful piece. But speaking of Disney, this was interesting. This is just a little colored activity book. It's only like 10 pages. It's really thin, but the Toontown branding up here, that's what really caught my eye. I've not seen, so I don't know if this came out at the time Mickey's Toontown was opening at, you know, the Disney parks. Maybe it was something like that. But I've always, even when I worked for Disney, my favorite place to work was in Toontown. So that was special to me. Also got a vintage Care Bears Christmas Fun coloring book from 1986. So it's only partially colored. It's always fun. Like Mrs. Claus serving up to some Care Bears. So gotta love it. And now this one in particular was really special to me. The Safety Kids. Now, I don't know if this means anything to you guys. Ring a bell?
No.
Safety Kids was part of this whole series. I had like the Standing Tall books and Creating Your Own World. It was all these like teach kids morals, teach kids, you know, lessons that will keep them safe in the world and just to fear the world, basically, is what it was a lot of times. And this actually has the Safety Kids official club member. You get your membership card. Nice. It's all complete. But I used to listen to these tapes all the time. And in fact, on a recent trip, I also picked up the Safety Kids VHS tape. Okay, this is a live action version of the cassette tapes, you know, so it's just a very simple thing. But the best thing about this is they teach you about saying no to drugs, but the scenario they set up is frightening. It's a bunch of 10-year-olds in like a group, like in a circle holding pills in their hands. And then the good kid comes in and he's like, what are you guys doing? Come on, man. You want to be our friend, right? Come have some drugs. And he's like, I don't want them. They start pushing around. They start shoving drugs in his mouth. And you're like,
oh gosh.
Like,
oh gosh.
Wow.
Terrifying. I'm willing to bet that, you know, 0.0000001% of people had that experience and decided to try it, you know.
Yeah.
But lastly here, Jason, I thought you would get a kick out of this. This is a book and record. Okay.
Oh, nice. Yes.
What it says here is Popeye, and if your name rhymes with Steve. Okay. So this is a generic storybook, right? Where you go in and they have lines where you write in your name.
Got
and
you
get this, but it also comes with the record. that has your name on it. So it's pre-recorded for a certain list of names. And they actually have the list of names right here. So if you wanted to order them for your cousin or your friend, but you have just the 80s names you don't see anymore here. Cause we got like Corey. Okay. You got, I feel like, Jody, there's one you don't hear that often anymore. You get Robin or Tanya or Leroy. I mean, there's some great names in here just from back in the day. So that was just such a kick. So I don't know if you want that for your collection, let me know. I can send that off to you. And speaking of your collection, last one here. This is the only picture sleeve 45.
I saw that one yesterday, actually, and passed on it.
This is mom music. That's
yes,
what this is.
absolutely.
Lovers.
yes. That's a nice transition because I do have some music I did want to get into. And this I found for $1. I like the movie Mask with Jim Carrey. What I thought was interesting about the soundtrack here is the sleeve, the insert, is a comic.
Oh, cool.
Which I had not realized. And you got some the scenes from the film as well. So for $1, I'll pick it up just for that fact that they added a little bit to the insert,
Hey, Pachuco!
I did find a few of my mom's actual singles, digging through some stuff, and found a couple from the 90s, Amy Grant and Babyface, to add to that. Here's my picture discs that I picked up. We've got Cameo's Candy.
Jeez, look at that.
Which I actually hear about once a day. Steve Winwood's The Finer Things. We've got John Taylor when he went solo. That was from the 9.5 Weeks soundtrack. I'll Be Sure. Yes. And then we just did the 1986 time capsule on the Time Machine podcast. So I had to pick this up. That's Dionne Warwick and Friends. That's What Friends Are For, which was the #1 single of 1986.
That was a good discussion on that podcast too.
Oh, thank you.
I listened to that this morning.
That was real fun. I'm going to do just a couple books here as well. I won't get into some of the other ones. I did find those Turtles storybooks that are like the coloring book size. I found a couple of more in that set, which I was excited for. I had a Star Wars novel. It was the 9th printing, I think. It was a little beat up, kind of like you, Kevin.
Are you saying I'm a little beat up?
Not you
personally.
I'm just talking about going through the books. It's nice to have the best copy in case you do want to go through and read it. This is actually a 7th printing from 80. Or no, I think it was actually still in the 70s. Can't remember. June of 77 was the 7th printing, and the first edition was December of 76. That tells you how fast that was selling.
Yeah.
A couple other fun books I found. How about Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom Adventure Puzzles? And this is just and again, I don't mind that somebody's already started some of these in here just because I want to see some of the imagery from the movie that they have in here with the puzzles. So that was a really fun find.
Yeah, there's some great drawings in
There's
there.
a Gremlins book, A New Friend. This is all drawn stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That looks
So
pretty, yeah.
I was like, wow, I had not seen one that was illustrated like this. So
I feel like on closer inspection, Kevin could probably identify the artist. Probably Marvel related.
Yeah. Now, Adam, you were the Return to Oz person, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Ooh, nice.
I might have to send that one to you because this is
because I have 2
illustrated
copies
book.
of the novelization, but no storybooks.
Well, there you go.
Pictures. Those are great looking.
I'll send that one to you.
Yeah, love it.
All right, and then I got this was funny. Actually found 2 copies of the same book. I just grabbed one, the better version. The Unauthorized Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles quiz book. And it's just random questions about the movie and the cartoon series and even some of the comics and stuff. So
that's fantastic.
That would be fun for a podcast.
Yeah.
I had the Honey, I Blew Up the Kid novelization. I found Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, which was great. You got a few scenes in the middle.
Nice.
And then this was my favorite that I found. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey novelization. So those were a few books that I found recently.
I think it's different than mine because I have one right here.
Yeah, it looks white and yellow.
Style.
Mine's yellow.
Yeah.
Huh.
Let me see if maybe this is could they have gone to a second printing?
Possibly. Let's see here.
Interesting. So mine is from 1991.
Same.
August 1991. Berkeley Books.
Yeah.
Weird that it's
it says Berkeley edition and then special sales edition in mine. Like there's two different. So maybe one's a book fair.
That's my guess. Yours is from a school.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Weekly Reader, something like that.
Yeah,
Cool.
I don't see any. Yeah, it just says Berkeley edition, August 1991. So,
Got a variant.
do you got
By
any
the way,
photo pages in there?
What's that?
Do you have any photo pages in there?
No pictures in mine.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I was at the thrift store today and there were 3 different versions of Curly Sue on VHS right next to each other. I almost bought them just to be like, huh?
Weird.
Of all the movies, too.
Yeah. Okay, Kevin, go for it.
Okay. Are we doing this round and then the special?
Yeah, but we'll do the special round next time. Go ahead.
Okay, making sure. All right, so I'll do this one quick because it's not the focus of it, but it's not enough to come up on its own otherwise. We know Goosebumps and we know Fear Street, but are you familiar with Tombstones?
Huh.
I had to grab it. I don't know anything about it. Tombstones, The Last Drop. All he wants is a taste. There's an investigation of Full Moon Enterprises, which I believe was a movie studio too.
That's what I was just going to say, Charles Band, right?
Yeah, so I don't know if it's completely tied into it or just coincidental. I'm not totally sure. But I'm hoping to find the follow-up, Dances with Werewolves.
Very nice. Yeah, that's great.
But on the horror kick, this is the Wizard tie-in. This was technically a thrift find because it was secondhand, but I was brought in contact with it from my local comic store. I decided that the way I'm going to streamline certain collections is to have it be like I don't want to get every wrestling figure, but maybe I'll get the women figures, like just a way to streamline it and all. So I mentioned this and someone said, "Oh, I have a woman figure for you. Would you like it?" And I debated for a good day, and I decided to go ahead.
So many possibilities going through my mind right now.
So for my recent appearance on Wizards, part of the Bad Girls, a 12-inch Lady Death figure.
Wow. Any clue on this, Jason? Have you ever heard of Lady Death?
Not since I listened to your episode. That was the only time. Yeah.
She still has the sword. It just kind of fell. I'm honest to God not sure if I want to keep it in package or if I want to take it out and display it. Because it has already been brought up. Lynch. What's that?
I said set her up in a match against Becky Lynch.
I do have a bunch of Becky Lynch figures. But it has been brought up. I can't have too much ridiculous stuff like that out unless I want people to immediately leave. Well, I mean, it's still in box. It's what is it? More Action Collectibles line for it. Huge box, looks great for it still.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know. It was part of a collection that the guy found, and he had it dirt cheap, and it's not going for much online.
Okay,
like this should be hundreds, not thousands of dollars. Retirement money here.
Brian Pulido agrees with you.
Yeah, I don't. It's still Chaos Comics too, so it's still Brian Pulido hadn't sold everything off yet. But I don't know. I mean, it looks good, but I have to admit, I'm a 40-something-year-old adult that has that in his house.
There's the opposite way you can go with comics. Just for fun, I had to pick this one up too.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
That's the opposite end of it. The 5 or 6 year old me and loving Kool-Aid Man. So, all right, Adam.
All right. So like I say, we're getting that time of year, end of the year, and they're starting to put out holiday stuff at the Walmart, at the pharmacy, but also at the thrift stores. So I was very excited to come upon some relics from the past to get ready for the holidays. Obviously, you see, I'm already ready for Halloween back here, but I'm looking forward to Christmas as well. So this is a musical walking Santa Claus. Okay, it walks, it rings the bell, it plays 3 songs. Okay, so you get Jingle Bells, Santa Claus is coming to town, I wish you a Merry Christmas. We had one of these growing up, and I love the fact that this one is just still in the box. It's beautiful, and yeah, they're just fun. It's just a creepy walking Santa ring his little bell. So that was cool. And then yeah, for the Halloween collection this year, I was able to pick up a vintage Milky Way. Okay, yeah.
Nice.
This is from 1990, according to the bottom there. And yeah, just beautiful. I saw this Milky Way, graphic, and I was like, ooh, this one's actually vintage. I'm very excited. So I grabbed that. And then the last thing here was, every day is a holiday when you go to the circus. This is a Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus mug that I had as a kid. My one and only time going to the circus and being freaked out by the clowns. I remember walking away with a light up sword and one of those things that was like, translucent kind of fibers that when you turn on the light, it lit up.
Yep.
I think just to calm me down because I was sobbing. But I just was excited. It's a little faded here, but it was a graphic I couldn't deny. It was very nostalgic. So
cool.
Cheers.
I ran across a 1976 program from Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey. So I passed on it because I don't really have much nostalgia for it, but that could be something I could go back for. Okay, so we're going to get into just a little part of our collections here. I'm going to try to go fast because I know I've already taken up a bunch of time. You guys both have little boys, and my boys are now 14 and 16, so I don't have the same experience as I did 10 years ago going to Toys R Us and going down the Hot Wheels aisle. And that's essentially what really got me back into Hot Wheels collecting, was going with them. Hot Wheels cars are an easy payoff. It's only $1. Pick out a Hot Wheels car, let's go. Keep them away from the action figures and stuff when they're real young. But they loved Hot Wheels, and we've played with Hot Wheels since they were old enough to know how to say car. So as I'm going with them, of course, I start looking, and I decided to come up with a Batmobile collection of Hot Wheels. I kind of, like I say, I blame it on them, but a lot of it was also Batman is my favorite character, and I've always loved all the different Batmobiles. So I decided to go for it. And they have, I've collected packs of Batman themed cars, like the 5 packs of so this is as a Batmobile, a Gotham police car. There's different variants for the Joker. There's actually a Batcopter with that one. I like this one a little bit better. This is geared towards the Dark Knight. So you got the Tumbler, you've got a Joker car, and you've got a GCPD cruiser down here. But what has gotten me over the years is really, they've got so many variants of the same one. And I'm like, I want them all. I want all of the 1989. I don't care what color they put out. And I haven't really gone back to collect many past the newer years. I will say in the last 10 years. These, let's see, these here are 2000 and what is this? 2003. So those are kind of the oldest ones that I have that are actually Batmobiles. But I had so many. I did a fun border for their room because I see a lot of little ways to try to display them, and a lot of them stack them vertically like this, but you miss the nice card art when you're doing that. Like this one. This one's a great card.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of the Batman, coming out. But you get these variants now where here's the animated series. You get a silver one and you get the nice blue one too, that's you're used to seeing. And then you get all these variants of the 66 one. One, it just has some silver flames on it. This one's got some more red on it. This one got some more silver on it. You know, I get suckered into all that. And my Batmobile collection, I counted them up. I think it's about 35, so it's not too out of hand. But, and here's some of my 89s, probably most of them. The silver one is really great. And there's one that's actually a color changing one.
Wow.
When you dump it in the water, the red flames come out. So it's not like it changes to a different color.
I still have my vintage 89 one here that I played with back
yeah,
in the
behind
days.
me, I have, still in the box on that one, and the Batwing.
Cool.
There you go. So as I'm dropping stuff here, here's a fun one. Here's from the Batman animated series. This isn't a Batmobile. This is, I think, Bruce Wayne's car.
Yeah, Jason, I'll tell you, I was at Hobby Lobby the other day. Very rare occurrence for me, but my wife was taking us around there, and they had a Penguin mobile of the Batman 66 car.
Yes.
There was an episode where he steals it, remember?
Right.
They have that one. Do you have that one yet?
I don't have that one yet, no.
Oh, okay.
Some of my other ones, this one's actually rubber. I don't know if it was like a toothbrush holder or something. That I found that one at RetroCon, but some of those other ones that are like $4 or $5, the Bat Cycle and things I've collected over the years. And I've actually got some micro ones that I got from over in China direct from eBay. But that's part of it. Here's the other few that I have that are Batmobiles. So
wow.
Another one of my favorites came out a few years ago. There's on the Bat Pod. It's actually got a figure on there. So yeah, I'm a sucker. The Justice League Batmobile and Arkham. I mean, they do them all in Hot Wheels, and the more that I see them, the more that I want them. And I've got a whole other collection of pop culture cars that I might get into before. I'll tease you on that one, since it is Halloween. There you go. Count Chocula, Fruit Brute, and Boo Berry. Those are from 2013.
You're dragging me back in. I got a box of, because I was getting the pop culture Hot Wheels a while ago when they did like an A-Team van and Back to the Future, DeLorean and stuff. And then I stopped. I said, I can't keep doing this. All I want to do right now is run down to Walmart and see if I can find any.
Yeah, it's fun. You can try to, there's a lot out there that are in the like dollar level, the regular just card backs and everything. And then they've got the retro collection, which are the ones that are $5, a little more detailed. But anyway, that's part of that. We'll go on to Kevin now for your part of your collection.
Okay, so I got, it's heavy. I don't think any of us can thrift alone. I think once people know you're thrifting and your collections and all, you very frequently have people say, hey, I found this. Are you looking for it as well? And I know we do it. I know I have friends that have already said, when you're at RetroCon, look for this for me. If you're at your comic store, look for this for me and all. But about once every other week, Maddie will FaceTime me. Be like, I'm at a store. Here's what they have. And a couple months ago, I said, oh, God, get it. Just get it. We'll figure it out later. Someone dropped off their entire X-Men graphic novel collection at Goodwill.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
So I said, I don't have any of them. Just go ahead. Especially, they were $3 each.
Oh, wow.
So that's the Grant Morrison new X-Men stuff and all that?
Hang on. We'll get there.
Jumping ahead.
Yeah,
excited.
All right. So I got Ultimate X-Men Tomorrow People, which is first volume for that. Return to Weapon X, Ultimate X-Men, Ultimate World Tour, Hellfire and Brimstone, Ultimate War, Return of the King, Blockbuster,
wow,
and New Mutants. So that's damn near complete Ultimate X-Men run. For less than they are a single issue now. So I was very excited. But yes, yes, you are correct here. It also included the Grant Morrison new X-Men line, which Grant Morrison, whatever your opinion is, you're correct, pretty much. But the X-Men, I actually really liked what he did with X-Men. It's one of my favorite X-Men runs. And X-Men, like right now, you need to take a college class to understand what's going on and the continuity and stuff. But his thing of like, this is what I'm doing. Maybe some stuff before counts, maybe stuff after counts. Don't know, but you can just read this and you're all set. So new X-Men Imperial, which I loved he introduced a lot of, like made it a school again and introduced a lot of amazing characters. Like he just went nuts for it. New Worlds, Riot at Xavier's, which I remember loving.
Wow.
Assault on Weapon Plus. And then E for Extinction, which once you got used to the Frank Quietly art, you were sold. Like it's a more British style, so American audiences weren't really down for it. But as soon as you got used to it, it's great. They really embraced the movie look too, got away from costumes, made it more like realistic, comics realistic. But the stuff they did in here, the characters they introduced, he went nuts. Marvel said, just go ahead and do whatever you want for it for a little bit. That's a real close to complete run for that. Real close to complete run for it. I was so happy with it. God knows when I'll read them.
That's super awesome. Yeah, I'm excited for you.
Yeah, so he found all of those, and I was like, just get it. We'll figure it out later. So a couple weeks ago when we met up, he just has this bag for me. I was like, oh my God. Because there was more stuff too, but didn't count for this. It was like more newer stuff. It chipped into my RetroCon fund a little bit though. I couldn't say no. I couldn't pass it. I knew if I said no, I was going to be mad.
All right, Adam.
All right, as we close out here, well, I'm known as the VHS guy. Like you guys said, I get a lot of emails now because of my How to Collect VHS articles and the Rental Return podcast and all of that. But the other thing that I grew up with for a brief moment in time was RCA Selectivision Discs.
Jeez.
And I don't know if you guys know how this works. For those who don't know, there's a little disc in here and you put it in to the device. It latches on and pulls it out, and the disc is in there. About halfway through the movie, you have to put the slide back in there. You flip it and you put it in again. Okay, that's how you get to watch the movie. So it's pre-Laserdisc. It was an idea that somebody had, and on my birthday this year, I happened to go to a thrift store where they had a unit and like 20 movies, and I hadn't seen it, since I was like 6 or 7 years old. So I just had to start picking them up, and I that was my splurge for the day. So whoever had this before was a big Chevy Chase fan, because we got European Vacation. We have Spies Like Us.
Yes.
Okay. And then this movie I've never heard of, Deal of the Century with Sigourney Weaver. And I mean, it's just a strange, I don't know this Chevy Chase film.
I'm going to look that one up.
Yeah. And then these other ones that I picked up just on eBay because I saw them for cheap these are Fairy Tale Theater. So the Frog Prince and which one was this? Yeah, this is Rapunzel with Jeff Bridges and stuff. So anyway, I really loved this format. And like I said, I got so many others, random movies I've never heard of, I've heard of, but have no interest in, like Jeremiah Johnson with Robert Redford. I guess I'll learn to love it. But yeah, I even have a book, which is the history. Somebody did a case study from the beginning of the actual product launch and actually development a little bit too, until the end when it failed. And so I've been reading through that.
Nice.
It's a fascinating story. So
that's very cool. I've seen them out. Go ahead.
I'd say the picture was supposed to be better on it too. Like those were not cheap when they came out. Not cheap at all.
They're pretty good quality when it plays right. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I have seen them out. I even just texted Adam the other day. I found Octopussy. I'm hoping it's still there when I go back, because I wasn't sure the format, if there was a different format that you had. But next time I'm gonna grab some for you so you can add to that collection.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
It's
I have
just
a guy
so
on Twitter
unique.
who's always asking, and he finds like the horror titles, so they're all like $20. I'm like, oh, it's a little steep.
Oh, these are like
price. So.
These are like $250 a piece. So
yeah,
I'll definitely pick them up for you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I guess that's it. Hopefully, will not be it for this month. Like I said, we're gonna try to all meet at RetroCon and find some goodies, and we'll do a special episode there. Hopefully, at the con, maybe after we wrap up for the day, and we'll just start pulling stuff out of bags and see what we found. Because there's just so much there. But we do appreciate you guys listening. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Adam, again for coming along with the Thrift Store Horde. Hope you will subscribe over here on YouTube, and we'll just like we said, hopefully at the end of the month we'll get you a new episode, and we're doing about once a month as we're finding stuff at thrift stores. So thanks again for watching. We'll catch you next time.